Hello class 7. Children, today we'll be starting with chapter number 5. It is a story which is set in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. It tells us about a girl who is an orphan. Do you know who an orphan is? Orphan is someone who has lost his parents. A person whose both parents are dead is called an orphan. So in this story, that orphan is a girl named Jane Eyre, who used to live with her uncle's family at Gateshead House, which was in North England. Now, though she used to live with them, none of the family members, neither her uncle nor her aunt Mrs. Reed, nor her cousins, were good to her. They used to ill-treat her, they used to abuse her, and she was totally neglected by them. However, in the same house, there was a maid called Bessie who was very kind to Jane Eyre. Now, one day, her aunt Mrs. Reed decides to send Jane Eyre to a homeless shelter. She hides this fact from Jane Eyre and she tells her that she is being sent to a school which is meant for orphan girls. So the name of that institute was Lowood Institute. Now the story here tells us about the experience that Jane Eyre goes through once she goes in that institute. Okay, so let's begin with the story. Okay, so open page number 73 and let's begin with the chapter. I am fonder of you than of all of the others. At last, Jane is to go to school. Bessie helps her to get ready. She is very kind. Jane is sorry to be leaving her. Now in this picture, you can see the younger girl is Jane Eyre, the orphan, and the elder lady is Bessie, who was the maid who had been kind to Jane. As Jane was to leave for the Lowood Institute shortly, Bessie was helping her to get ready. And Jane was feeling very sorry. She was feeling very sad because she was about to be separated from the only one person who had been kind to her, and that was Bessie. And that is why Jane says that she is fonder of Bessie, that she likes Bessie the most among all the members of the family. Goodbye to Gateshead. Jane is to travel alone by coach. It's a long journey, 50 miles. When Jane reaches her new school, Lowood, she is exhausted and night has fallen. So soon a coach arrives at the Gateshead house to take Jane to the institute. So Jane is informed and then she gets into that coach and she continues her journey towards the Lowood Institute. Now that institute was around 50 miles away, around you can say 80 kilometers, and by the time she reached there it was already night time, and Jane was quite exhausted. Exhausted means she was quite tired of the journey. At Lowood, a servant comes to meet Jane Eyre. So when Jane reaches the Lowood Institute, one of the servants who used to work in that institute comes and receives Jane Eyre. Inside, Jane is met by two teachers, young and kindly Miss Temple and Miss Miller, who is older and careworn. So the person who receives Jane Eyre takes her inside, and there she is met by two teachers. One was a young teacher, Miss Temple, and she was very kind. She appeared kind to Jane, and the other one was Miss Miller, who was much older than Miss Temple, and she was looking careworn. Careworn means she was looking very tired, worried and unhappy. She is very young to be sent alone. She had better be put to bed. So one of the two teachers takes Jane to her room. And while they were on the way, the teacher thinks that Jane was too young to be sent alone to this institute. But and then she thinks that because she must be tired because of the journey, then she should be put to bed. That means she should be allowed to sleep. Miss Miller leads Jane through a classroom full of girls. So as Miss Miller was taking Jane to the place where she was to spend her night, she was to go to bed to sleep. They passed through a classroom where which was filled with girls, and as you can see in the picture, everybody was reading something or they were studying. She gives Jane some supper of cold water and oat cake. Then she shows Jane to her bed in a large dormitory. So Miss Miller gives Jane something to eat because she knew that she had been traveling for quite a long time. Then she must be hungry. So to fill her hunger, she gave her a glass of cold water and oat cake. Oat cake is a hard dry biscuit which is made by mixing the oat grains with water, and then it is baked. So it is basically a kind of hard dry biscuit. So that thing is given to Jane Eyre by Miss Miller, and once Jane had eaten that food, Miss Miller takes her to the dormitory. Dormitory is a very large room where many people can stay together. You will generally find dormitory in either dharmshalas or in residential schools. So dormitory is basically a very large room to accommodate a number of people at the same time. So Miss Miller takes Jane to that dormitory. Weariness, too tired even to dream. Jane goes to sleep exhausted. So when Jane reaches there, she is experiencing too much of tiredness. Weariness here means tiredness, and she says that she is too tired, she is too exhausted, that even when she'll fall asleep, she will not be able to have any kind of dream, and then she goes to sleep. Clang clang. Early next morning, Jane and the other girls were wakened by a clanging bell. So when the morning arrived, when it was morning time, the girls were woken up by the sound of a clanging bell. Brrr. It's still dark, but they have to get up and wash in icy water. After getting rest, it's time for prayers. Jane feels weak from stress and hunger. So once all the girls were awake, they were supposed to wash their face. The water was quite cold, though it was still dark outside, but there was a time, early morning time, when the girls were supposed to get up from the bed and get dressed. So after getting dressed, it was time for them to pray. And Jane was still feeling very weak because of exhaustion and of hunger. At last, breakfast is served. Burnt porridge. It's slimy, disgusting, and totally inedible. Jane and the other girls are hungry and miserable. Abominable. Abominable means something which is extremely bad. Okay, inedible means something which is not worth eating or which cannot be eaten. So when it was time for the breakfast, in breakfast, all the girls were served porridge. Porridge, dalia. So they were served porridge, but it was a burnt porridge. While preparing that breakfast, something happened and the porridge was all burnt. So that burnt taste was coming in the porridge, and when the girls ate that porridge, they found it very disgusting. It was quite slimy, quite sticky, and it by looking at it, it was not looking very tasty. So the girls found it very inedible. But Jane and the other girls were hungry, so anyhow they ate that burnt porridge. The teachers arrive, ready to begin lessons. And once the breakfast was over, the teachers who were there responsible for taking the class, everybody came and they were ready to take their classes. Miss Temple, the headmistress, seems kind and calm. The other 4 teachers are far less friendly. So, out of all the teachers, Miss Temple, who was the headmistress, appeared to be very kind and she was quite calm, whereas the rest of the 4 teachers were not, friendly to the girls and they appeared to be very strict. The girls look pale. Miss Temple asks why. When she hears about the porridge, she orders bread and cheese for them all and pays for it herself. So, when the girls were all sitting there, Miss Temple asked them that why the girls were looking so pale, why they were looking so dull. So the girls told her about the breakfast which they had. They told her that they were served burnt porridge which they could not eat, but because they were hungry, somehow they were able to eat little of that porridge. So hearing this, Miss Temple felt very bad and she ordered bread and cheese for everybody, and for that she paid it from her own pocket. Now, as Jane was going around, there was a inscription which was on the wall, and Jane read that inscription. Lowood Institution. Jane is confused by the inscription. She reads about her school. So Jane reads what was written on that inscription, and she was quite confused when she read about that school. Now what she read? All of us are charity children. Another girl, Helen Burns, explains. Lowood is a refuge for poor homeless girls. Jane is appalled. Why has she been sent here and not to a proper school? In that institute, Jane makes a new friend whose name was Helen Burns. So they were sitting, and Jane asks her that what is written in that inscription, what does it mean? So Helen tells her that all of the girls who are there are charity children. That means it's that institute is a refuge which is built mainly for girls who are homeless and who are poor. Either their parents have abandoned them or their parents have died. So hearing this, Jane was quite horrified, and she thinks that why her aunt has sent her to a charity school and not to a proper school for studies, because she was told by her aunt that she is being sent to a school which is to a school for studies, but she was not told that it is a school for homeless girls.